What's up guys, this is Bryce Van Hoosen. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a little bit of investigative reporting here. So I have often read online that the Friedman IR-X, the little preamp pedal that Friedman makes, actually does not sound that good when you put it through a power amp. I've read this in multiple places, so today I wanted to finally put that theory to the test and see if that's a load of BS or not. So I am going to pit the Friedman IR-X being used in a power amp up against these two Marshalls that I got sitting behind me. One is the JCM 800-2203X, the reissue with a Legendary Tones hot mod installed. And the other one is my 1978 Marshall JMP 2203. So these classic Marshalls are gonna go up against the humble little Friedman IR-X running into a power amp, and we're gonna see if you can tell the difference. So I'm gonna play a track that I recorded. I'm cycling through the three different amplifiers. You tell me which one you think it is. Okay, there you go. So join me next week for the big reveal. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna reveal them right now. I'm not gonna do that to you guys like some other folks here on YouTube. Wink, wink. It's gonna be at the end of the video with the amplifiers in front of the sections, the respective sections. So check that out if you are interested. First up, I want to thank Zounds for sending me this Friedman IR-X to check out. They're not paying for the video, but they are letting me borrow the Friedman IR-X. And if you are interested in getting anything from Zounds, man, hit that affiliate link in the description. They got payment plans without any credit checks, so if you are a broke dirtbag musician like myself, you can get yourself some new gear with a low monthly payment and no interest, because interest sucks. That's really what kills you. You can check out the Friedman IR-X on my Guitar Sanctuary or any of the other gear that I'm using in my studio here. And gear isn't really worth anything unless you got the skills to wield such gear, so that's why I have teamed up with guitartricks.com to give you a free 2-week trial to guitartricks.com. Click that affiliate link in the description. I get a small commission. It costs you absolutely nothing, so literally it's a win-win. You can help out the channel, and you can get yourself some sweet shreducation as well. All right, cool. So let's check out how I have these guys set up. So of course I am playing my 1987 Jackson King V Custom with two EMG 81s in the bridge and the neck respectively, going into my pedal board where I am boosting with the awesome Obsidian Audio Devil Overdrive, which is kind of like a tube screamer with an added noise gate in it. From there, I am going into the Friedman Power Station, and that is alternating between these two amps. We got the 1978 Marshall JMP 2203, which is basically the same circuit as the JCM 800. It's been modded back in the day, so it's got a little bit more gain. Also using my JCM 800 2203X, which is the reissue, and that has a Legendary Tones Hot Mod Evo V2, you know, the red one. Legendary Tones, love that thing. For the third one, I am basically going into the IR-X, and then from the out of the IR-X running into the Friedman Power Station, where I am using the power station in power amp mode. So I'm able to cycle between three different sounds, basically. All of that is going into this Marshall JCM 800 4x12 1960 cabinet, also from 1987. But the speakers are a quad of vintage 30s from the year 1999. A beautiful year indeed. Micing this up with a single SM57 going into my Universal Audio Apollo interface. And yeah, man, there you go. All right, so first up here, what do we got? We got the Friedman IR-X. Yeah, that definitely sounds pretty beefy. I don't know really what people are talking about. That sounds passable to me. It definitely has kind of that Marshall sort of sound to it. A lot of really good string definition. So yeah, I would totally rock a setup like this live. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, now I have switched over to the JCM 800 2203X. Ugh, that amp just sounds so goddamn good. Love this thing. Okay, now we're switching over to the 78 JMP. Also an absolute beast of an amp. I feel like this one kind of sits really nicely in between both the IR-X and this JCM 800. This one kind of has more of that classic Marshall-y sort of sound, I guess. It's like kind of the most bare bones, I would say. Just sounds like a really good example of a 2203 circuit. The IR-X, to my ear, sounds a little bit more hi-fi. It sounds a little bit more boutique. The gain structure on it is a little bit more of that kind of fine grain sort of gain. At least that's kind of what I call it, right? Where it isn't really sort of super crunchy. It's a little bit more, you know, kind of right. It sounds just a little bit more hi-fi, whereas the Marshalls, the old Marshalls, especially this one, which has the original capacitors in it, which should be replaced, just has kind of a little bit more of a, I guess, a gravelly sort of sound, which on its own, maybe not the most pleasant thing, but once you get into a mix, it sounds really good. Back to the 78. And then the 800. Back up to the IR-X. Yeah, man, if you were making me choose blindly, I definitely probably would not be able to pick any of those out. I think the one that kind of stands out the most to me is the JCM 800, the 2203X with the hot mod. It's got just sort of this weird, like, well, I shouldn't say weird. It's not weird. It's awesome. But it has this really kind of thick, sort of punchy midsection to it that, I don't know, man. There's some magic in that amp for sure. All right, so now for the big reveal, let's check out that demo track from the beginning. And this time I'm gonna put what the amps were on the track so you can see which ones they were. Let me know in the comments if you guessed correctly. But yeah, the first amp was the 78 JMP 2203. The second amp was the Friedman IR-X. For that example, I actually ran the IR-X through the power section of the JMP 2203, which uses 6550 power tubes. And yeah, I just thought that would be, you know, maybe a little more comparable. And then amp number 3, which has a very distinct characteristic, I think, is the JCM 800 2203X with the legendary tones Hot Mod Evo V2, the red one. So back to the question at hand, does the Friedman IR-X not sound good when used purely as a preamp into a power section and then amplified bigly, as they say? Honestly, I think it sounds awesome, and it's kind of amazing how much tone they actually packed into this little tiny box, right? It's a little pedal that you could fit on your pedal board. Take it to a gig with you, plug it into a backline amp, boom, there you go. You know you're gonna sound absolutely fantastic on stage. Or you can go the IR route, which sounds great as well. Either way, I mean, there's a lot of versatility in this thing, and I think that it could work its way into a rig, somebody's rig, in a number of different configurations, whether you're going just straight to front of house or you want to use it in a power amp, that sort of thing. Man, it does it all. It's pretty cool. And 2 channels, yeah, there you go. I think it's a no-brainer and definitely worth the cost of entry to have it in your collection. So there we go, man. Friedman IR-X. Let me know what you thought. Would you use that in a power amp, or would you not use it at all? Have you used it? Do you know about it? Have you heard of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, I am Bryce Van Hoosen, and I will see you in the next one.